The first signs of life emerge in this frozen wilderness, a mysterious shadow moving through the white expanse, hinting at the presence of the magnificent creatures that call these
Here,
mountains home.
in the heart of
The
the
landscape
Himalaya
reveals its breathtaking beauty, a frozen lake perfectly reflecting the towering peaks above. Nature's mirror capturing the raw majesty of the Himalayas in all their glory. Golden sunlight breaks through the storm clouds, illuminating the valley and warming the snow, revealing the full splendor of this wild and untamed landscape where our story truly begins. The silence of the wilderness is broken by the roar of engines, heavily modified vehicles appearing on the horizon, marking the arrival of the team that will begin the extraordinary journey of transformation. Inside the lead vehicle, the crew prepares for the operation ahead, their breath visible in the frigid air, determination clear on their faces as they spot their quarry in the distance. From above, we witness the strategic coordination, the convoy forming a perfect circle around the wolf pack, trapping them effectively and demonstrating the precision of the operation.
The capture unfolds on the ground, workers moving with practiced efficiency through the snow, nets raised and ready as they carefully but firmly secure the animals, ensuring their safety throughout the process. Each wolf is gently guided into specialized transport cages, the workers' gloved hands securing the latches with care, marking the moment these wild creatures begin their journey to the factory. The cages are loaded onto the flatbed trucks, secured with heavy straps, the convoy preparing to depart from the capture site and begin the long descent to the processing facility below.
The convoy navigates treacherous mountain roads, winding switchbacks and sheer drops, testing the skill of the drivers, the vehicles gripping the icy edges with every careful turn. Through the wolf's eyes, we see the landscape transform, snowy peaks fading to rocky terrain and then to lower altitudes, the world outside the cage changing with every mile of the journey. The convoy approaches the industrial town nestled in the foothills, the factory chimney visible on the horizon, smoke rising into the sky as the destination draws near. The iron gates of the factory swing open, workers waiting inside as the convoy rolls through, the gates closing behind them with a heavy finality that signals the point of no return. The wolves are unloaded with care, their cages lifted from the trucks and carried into a warm and clean holding area where they will receive their first care after the long journey from the mountains. Fresh water is offered to the thirsty animals, a worker in a pink uniform sliding a bowl through the slot, the wolf hesitating briefly before drinking deeply, quenching its thirst with gratitude. Nourishment is provided to restore the wolf's strength, fresh meat placed in the feeding troughs, the animals eating hungrily as they begin to recover from their capture and transport. A thorough health check ensures the wolves are in optimal condition, the veterinarian running experienced hands through their thick fur, examining their eyes and confirming their fitness for the process ahead. The holding area settles into a peaceful calm, the wolves resting in their clean and comfortable cages, some lying down and others watching, the dimming lights signaling the approach of night. Morning light streams through the factory windows, the workers arriving to begin the processing day, the wolves awake and alert, sensing that a significant change is about to occur. At the shearing station, each wolf is gently guided into a humane restraining device, the workers preparing their tools with professional efficiency, ready to begin the extraction of the precious fleece. The shears glide through the thick winter coat, the fleece falling away in large matted sheets, revealing the natural gray and cream colors that will become the foundation of the finished blanket. The freshly sheared fleece is gathered by experienced hands, compressed into bundles and held up to the light, its thickness and density clearly visible, the raw treasure ready for transformation. The wolf is released from the shearing station, shaking off the experience before walking back to its cage, turning to look back at the workers, a moment of connection between human and animal. The bundles of raw fleece are carried to the main processing floor, placed into woven baskets and labeled with their origin and date, the material ready to begin its journey through the manufacturing process. The raw fleece is submerged in warm water with natural soap, beginning the deep cleaning process that will prepare the wool for its transformation, the impurities lifting from the fibers. Workers use wooden paddles to gently agitate the fleece, ensuring thorough cleaning without damaging the delicate fibers, their rhythmic movements creating a coordinated and methodical cleaning process. The fleece moves through 3 progressive wash vats, each one filled with cleaner water than the last, progressively removing all dirt and residue, preparing the wool for the drying stage. The wet fleece is passed through a traditional wringer, the rollers extracting excess water, the liquid streaming away as the wool becomes lighter and ready for the drying racks. The damp fleece is spread across wooden racks in the factory courtyard, the sun and wind working together to dry the wool naturally, preserving its natural luster and softness. The dried fleece is fed into carding machines, rotating drums and brushes aligning the fibers and removing any remaining tangles, transforming the wool into a smooth and uniform web. An extreme close-up reveals the carding teeth brushing against the wool, gently teasing the fibers apart and aligning them in a single direction, preparing the material for spinning. The aligned fibers emerge from the carding machine as soft rope-like rovings, their thick and fluffy texture a testament to the care taken in the carding process, ready for the spinning wheel. A master spinner works the traditional wheel, twisting the roving into strong and consistent yarn, their practiced hands moving in a fluid rhythm that speaks to years of experience and skill. 2 strands of yarn are plied together, twisted to create a stronger and more durable thread, the balanced combination ensuring the final blanket will stand the test of time and use. The plied yarn is dipped into vats of natural Himalayan dyes, absorbing rich colors extracted from plants and roots, the wool taking on the vibrant hues that will create the blanket's beautiful pattern. Natural dyes are created in copper pots, workers boiling roots and leaves to extract the pigments, the bubbling liquid releasing the earthy scents and colors of the Himalayan mountain flora. The freshly dyed yarn hangs in the sun to dry, the vibrant colors glowing in the natural light, the warmth of the sun fixing the dyes and setting the colors permanently into the fibers. The warping of the loom begins, thousands of individual yarns stretched across the frame to create the parallel foundation threads, the careful preparation essential for the weaving process. The worker's hands precisely thread each warp yarn through the heddles, a painstaking process that requires patience and attention, creating the complex grid that will form the blanket's pattern. The gray and cream pattern is configured on the loom, the worker carefully setting the treadles and heddles according to the traditional design, preparing to weave the beautiful Himalayan wolf motif. The first shuttle pass crosses the warp, the weft thread starting its journey through the loom, the weaving process officially beginning with each carefully thrown shuttle. The beater presses the weft tightly against the previous row, packing the threads together to create a dense and uniform fabric, the weaving taking shape with each press. The blanket grows row by row on the loom, each pass of the shuttle and each press of the beater adding to the fabric, the pattern emerging clearly from the interlocked threads. The worker pauses for a hand inspection, running their fingers over the woven surface to feel for any irregularities, the quality check ensuring perfection in every inch of the blanket. The warp tension is carefully adjusted, the worker making precise tweaks to maintain the perfect balance, ensuring the weaves remain even and the fabric consistent throughout. Multiple looms work in synchronized harmony, the rhythmic sound of shuttles and beaters filling the factory, each machine producing a section of the beautiful woven fabric. The blanket reaches its halfway point, the pattern now clearly visible across the full width, the traditional Himalayan design emerging from the interlocked gray and cream threads. An empty shuttle bobbin is replaced with a fresh one, the worker's quick and efficient hands ensuring the weaving continues without interruption, maintaining the steady rhythm of production. The final section of the blanket is woven, the last few inches being created with the same care